What's up, everybody? It's your boy G Money back at it again with another video on the G35. So if you saw the title, yes, this is another video on how to change the oil on your G35. So yeah, this is a video on how to change your oil. There's a lot of videos out there on how to do this. I just thought I'd do my own video on how to do it. So if you're new to the channel, you don't know how to change the oil, then this video is for you. If you do know how to change the oil and you already have videos on how to do that, or you've seen videos on how to do it, well then, don't even watch the video. Plain as that. I'm just playing. Watch the video. I need these views. But now, I just thought I'd do a video on my take on how to change the oil on the G35, because yes, this is a must on these cars because they love eating that oil, and we all know we have heavy foots when we drive our cars, so yeah, we always got to check the oil and make sure everything's good. So I'm going to change the oil on this car, show you how to do it, and that's pretty much it, guys. So let's get this video started. Alright, so pretty much the first thing you want to do is make sure your vehicle is on a flat surface. Unfortunately, I am not going to put my car in the street because I will get my ass ran over. People drive fast through here, so I'm just going to have to do it on the driveway. So you want to make sure you have it on a flat surface, but if not, then make sure you have some bricks and everything, that way the car doesn't roll back. But that being said, you want to make sure you're on a flat surface. The second thing you want to do is make sure your car's oil is nice and warm. So my car's been sitting here for 2 days. I haven't really driven it, and the oil is nice and cold, so you want to make sure you warm it up. So you're going to want to turn the car on, let it sit for a little bit, just where the temperature gauge is right in the middle, where it's nice and warm. That way it's not too hot where you burn yourself, but it's warm enough where you can be able to work on it, and the oil will be able to come out a lot quicker. So right now I got to park the car, because right now I have it reversed. I gotta park the car forward, that way I'll be able to lift up the car and do all that. But yeah, let me turn the car around and then get this car started. Alright, so pretty much my temperature is cold. I'm just gonna let it warm up for a little bit, just so I get to normal temperature, and then after that I will shut the car off and I'll be able to lift the car. So I'm gonna let this warm up and then we'll go from there. Okay, so as you can see, the temperature is right in the middle, or a little bit lower than where it needs to be, but I let the car warm up just a little bit. So I'm gonna shut it off, and we're gonna pop that hood, and we're gonna see what material we need to complete this job. Alright, so the next step you're gonna want to do is open your hood, and then, like I said, check what materials you need. So you're gonna need oil pan, that way you can catch all your oil. You need your oil. I like using Mobile One. There's a lot of controversy on what oil to use. As long as you use synthetic, you should be good. And then I got your oil filter, you got your jack, you got your 2 jack stands, you have your 14mm. Either you can use your ratchet, or you can use that one. And then for me, because my car is low, I have to use my original jack to lift it up. I'll show you what I do. Then you're going to want to use this after you're done. When your hands get all dirty, you're going to want to use this rag to clean up any oil that you have that's overspilled or whatever, to clean it all up. If you get thirsty, you're going to want some Powerade. While the oil is draining, you're going to want to have like a little activity book, that way you can pass the time. And then of course you're going to need a chair to sit down, and pretty much that's all the things you're going to need to make this happen. So let's lift up the car. Okay, so pretty much the reason why I have to use that is just to raise it up just a little bit, because if you notice, I can't get the the jack on the main frame to lift up the vehicle. So I pretty much just use that just a little bit, just where I can, you know, get that under there, and I'm able to lift it. But even then, as you can see, it's like little by little, so it's gonna take me a while. But if you have the same problem, that's what I usually do. So I'm gonna do that right now, and then we'll go to the next step. So now that you have the car lifted up, your jack stands are on, you're going to want to make sure, if you're on a hill, I forgot to mention this, but you have some type of, you know, brick or weight. That way it'll prevent the car from rolling. And another thing, make sure your emergency brake is on. That way, you know, it'll prevent from the car from rolling. So what you want to do now, as you can see, I have my oil pan right here. The container, I have it right under the filter, because once I loosen this up, the oil is going to fall. And then, as you can see, this is where your oil pan is at, and we're going to loosen that up. But we're going to loosen this up first. They do have a tool where you can loosen it up, but usually when I do the oil, I hand tighten it, so pretty much I just use my hand. So let me loosen it up. It's still a little warm. That's what she said. Okay, warm, and then we're just gonna let it fall. There you go. Fall right there. Just like that. Okay, so, and that's the oil filter I used last time, so you can use whatever filter you want. Just read the manual, or, you know, make sure you get the right filter, because you don't want to get the wrong one. Okay, and then like I said, you're going to want to use a 14mm for right here. So you want to make sure you get this right under there, because you do not want to get this all over your driveway. So you have to be quick with this one. Put this right there. Okay, got it loose. That's what she said. Sorry, I've been watching The Office lately, and well, you get the picture. Alright, so here's the fun part. Loosening this up without burning yourself. Just got a little bit, not that bad. That's what your rag's for. And then you're going to want to let this drain. And while you're letting this drain, this is the time when you get your little activity book. You pull out a chair and you read some material. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, so as you can see, I have a little activity book, a little Toy Story one. So I'm going to, you know, put some stickers on here. Like I got Buzz Lightyear, so. How's everybody's day going? Pretty good? Okay. Let me check my oil. It's still going. Alright, so pretty much on this activity, I gotta put the Buzz Lightyear sticker on one of them. So yeah, it's still going. Okay, got my sticker. Alright, so pretty much, there you go. Alright, it looks like it's done. So, now once that everything's drained, you put your cap back on, and then you want to get your little bolt. You're going to put it back where it goes. You want to make sure you put it on right. You don't want to cross thread it. And then, you know, another thing is you don't want to tighten it too tight where it strips. So there we go. Okay, and then you're going to get your new filter right here. Okay, here you go. Once you have that off, you're going to want to put the old filter back in. Just like that. Okay. I'm gonna have to use 2 hands for this. Oh. Alright. So, you're gonna get some oil. You're gonna put it around there. Just like that. Okay. Then once you do that, you're gonna put your new filter back on. Okay. And then once you have all that tightened up, you have that put on, then I'll show you the next step. So the next step, while your car's still lifted, you're going to want to take this cap off, put your filter in there, which I forgot to mention you're going to need, and then you're going to need your oil. Take it off, that. There you go. And then you're going to pour it in. This is gonna be fun. Now the reason why I have the car still lifted is because I want to make sure there's no oil leaks, and you know, make sure everything's tight. So I'm just gonna pour all this in while it's still going. See if anything's leaking. I don't see nothing dripping. Okay. So, keep pouring. Yep. Alright, so you're going to put your cap back on. And for me, I need my little jack stand because I need to remove this one and put this right there because I'm going to lower the vehicle. So I have that right there, nice and tight. There we go. Okay, I can move this out of the way. Put that right there. That one's a little lower, so I'm gonna have to raise it up just a little bit. Just so I can pull out that stand. Okay. Alright. Make sure everything's good. There's nothing to fall. tighten that up. Okay, nice and tighten. Okay, and then get this right here. Lower it. Okay, then I get my little handle, and then pretty much I'm going to lower it. So I'm going to do that right now, and then we'll do the final step. Alright, so pretty much the final step is turning on the car and making sure everything's working. Okay, everything's working. Pretty much you're just going to want to check the oil. Check your dipstick, make sure everything's good right there, pull it out, make sure there's no leaks. Don't see anything, so that means you're pretty good. So yeah, like I said, I know there's a lot of videos on how to change the oil on a G35, but I just thought I'd do my own little video, you know, just so I could say I did it. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Like always, if you stuck to the end, feel free to put that thumbs up if you enjoyed the content, and like always, hit that subscription button if you're new to the channel. And yeah, that's pretty much it guys. Y'all have a great day, stay safe out there, peace.